bases loaded with the hit.
So what's up, guys? Today we came out to LA Video Games, where they have all of the classic games that you played as a child. And if you never got a chance to play them as a child because you're a young millennial or whatever this new generation is called,
y'all lame as hell.
This has all the games that you would want to check out. So come check out LA Video Games. And we are on Melrose Avenue, where you can take your childhood back into your hands now and play all your favorites: Zelda, Sonic, Power Rangers, anything you can think of, Crash Bandicoot. Come check them out, buy some games. All of your favorite artists have been through here as well. Justin Timberlake was just here, and also Soulja Boy.
Where we at today, man? Where we at?
No, where are we at today?
They have come to LA. ATO just finished filming.
All right.
So now, I'm taking them down Melrose and see a couple of the sites. Visit round two. Now we're up here at LA Video Games, man. A dope establishment for all the nostalgia that you want to feel, man. So I want to take the fellas through here, see some things, maybe buy something. Maybe
buy me something.
Things in here we play.
I want to stick.
We got a lot of things we want, man. We got the section from my favorite generation, the Sega Genesis.
Right.
Games like Mortal Kombat, Jurassic Park, Altered Beast, man, Miss Pac-Man, Vectorland. They got everything here that you can want to get. Adapters, the actual systems are for sale. What else you been seeing that they caught your eye, ATO?
Well, actually, I'm back on this Genesis, right? So I remember the Sonic the Hedgehog 3 came out. Took me almost a whole summer to get it, but I finally got it. I remember getting my hands on the Sonic and Knuckles. I actually traded. I traded Ridge Racer. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I give you that. I give you that.
I traded Ridge.
I give you that. I give you that.
Yeah.
That would have been my first to the trade, but I give it.
Yeah, I give him Ridge Racer. He gave me
But now, which system were you really on?
The Sega Genesis.
Yeah, Sega Genesis.
Sega Genesis. I mean, although we did have the Super Nintendo, I think they both served a specific purpose. Mm-hmm. Super Nintendo had like the familiar games that everybody in the family knew.
Yeah.
But the Genesis was just for the underground, that hardcore, that 16-bit, the speed processor, the Sega Mega Drive.
It's crazy though.
The speed processor. Yeah, that's
so dated.
Sounds so dated. But back then, right.
Like 32.
Pro coming out, PS5 Pro.
You be like, hey man, I got that 34 megabyte memory card, man. I'm out here.
The 4 mix.
So like when Hustle Man was on the corner with the jackets over, when they buy, I got what you need right here.
I got memory cords, I got controllers, I got adapters. What you need?
Man, what you got? There's a Dragon Quest down there.
How much is significant? Very plus.
It's the artwork. The late great Akira Toriyama. Look at that, man. A lot of folks don't even know that.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Akira Toriyama, Dragon Quest.
Hold on.
The artwork.
For the cast that's a little slow like me.
Okay.
Give me the full run. So you telling me Dragon Quest is in the same collection as Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the artwork, the art style, he is the only one that carried on with the egg shape. I call it the egg shape. The eggshell, it's like a type of drawings that he does, right? But so there was Tobal #1, there was obviously Dragon Quest, Secret of Mana, Secret of Evermore, Chrono Cross, Chrono Trigger. There's a few more. Oh, is it Sandland? And also, if you go back to Sonic CD and watch the first piece of animation, the Sonic Boom animation, that was all animated and illustrated by Akira Toriyama as well. Yeah. Google.
You just blew my mind. With that.
That's
So
what
if you were to pick out one game and one system right now, what would be the game and system that you guys would use take home?
Damn, that's a good question. Truthfully, I would just go and you know what? I'll go get the Famicom. There's a Super Famicom on the other side.
Shit, let's go over there, man. Check it out.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Hey, check me, man.
Show off game.
All right, look. Right here. It's the Japanese Super Nintendo, the Famicom. Every game that you played in the States, but they also had games that didn't have over here. And also, these games are very compatible with the Super Nintendo. It's just as long as you take the sides off of the cartridges, and they would work in the Super Nintendo. Fucking give me all a history lesson, bro.
Yeah, you out there preaching.
That's that good gospel.
So what game are you choosing?
That's true, yeah. Which game out of these you getting?
Street Fighter Alpha Zero or Street Fighter Alpha 2.
I love how you the nigga that touched the glass. You
Oh,
that
yeah.
dude. You that? Yeah. So you that guy. You that guy. So, right. Be like, yo, this right here, my friend. Be like, oh, so you the nigga I gotta wipe these fingerprints off.
Oh, damn.
Oh, okay.
Is that a mini? That's a mini, huh?
Yeah, that's a mini. Yeah, it's right
Yeah.
now.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Shoot, for myself.
Yeah.
So a little history lesson, not like nothing real important, but just in my life. At one point, I always wanted a Nintendo 64.
Yeah.
I was acting up in school, and I found that my dad got me a 64 for Christmas. But again, I was acting up, and so he took it back to teach me a lesson. He said, "Oh, I got something for you," and he took it back, and I never got it. So I always wanted to get a Nintendo 64.
So you never had one at all?
I never had one at all. I always had to go to my homie house, go play what they had.
Wow.
So I would get a Nintendo 64. For me, it don't even matter the color or anything like that. I just really wanted a 64. And if I had to get a game,
Hey, can I say something?
yeah.
It's a little insensitive. You're an adult, right? And you want a 64? Hey, get your money up, bro. Nah.
Nope. They were hard to find. I don't get what did money
Hey, nothing. It don't got nothing to do with nothing.
what would it have to do
I thought it was
with
funny.
Okay. You know what's funny? If I put this wallet down, it'll go out of the camera.
I know that.
Just remember that.
One of the reasons why I said that to you because I know how you get down. So.
Right? Shit, don't have that real life video game.
Game choice. What would you choose?
So I got two. I don't see one of them here, but there is one here. I would definitely get Pokemon Stadium.
Nice. That was a big one.
Pokemon Stadium was a big one. Not even play Stadium, but to play the mini games. I cannot tell you what's the funniest shit is to see a whole bunch of drug dealers getting pissed off playing mini games on Pokemon Stadium.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about going ham. Like, what was his name? The sand one with the little
With the two hands?
No, that look like a ball that he'll ball up in and stuff. It start with an S. Sand.
Not Sandshrew.
Sandshrew. The Sandshrew game where you had to dig and stuff, so you had to move the controller like this, and you had to dig down.
That's crazy.
Yo, that was one of the flyest games ever. That and Killer Instinct Gold.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so that was my issue right now because I looked through this whole case and I'm like, where's
It's-
Killer Instinct?
yo.
I'm like, that's the main game you gotta have when you have a collection.
Yeah,
So
gold
that-
was fire. Yeah.
So that's the thing that I've noticed, like with a lot of these, when they have these games out here, PlayStation, all the games, never had Killer Instinct Gold.
Yeah.
Or they have the regular version that's like this that don't have all the characters though. The gold version had everybody already unlocked.
That's one of my go-tos as well. Like
Yeah.
Play. And even Pokemon Snap was pretty fun.
Pokemon Snap was a lot of fun.
You know that's what's cool. My first experience with the 64 was I asked my mother I wanted a 64, but she was like, "Oh yeah, I got you." She bought me just a cartridge. She thought the cartridge went into the plate. Like, yeah.
Yeah, to sell it to somebody else.
No, I kept it. No, I kept it I kept the cartridge for the whole year. And then that following Christmas, my little brother got the 64. And I'm like, bet. And then it was Cruising the World, 64, and Smash Brothers.
Hold on. What did you say though?
Let's
to
ask
her
her
when you got it.
Let's ask her.
All right.
Hey, Ma. Hi, I'm doing we're doing like a live podcast, right? And we were just talking about you and you called, right? So listen, remember back when I wanted the Super Mario 64 game?
Yeah.
But you didn't buy the console, you just bought the cartridge and you thought the cartridge went inside the Super Nintendo?
Right.
And then we had to wait a whole year for Kyrie, or was it Carell to get a Nintendo 64.
All right.
So yeah, we were just talking about that. So what was your question?
I didn't have a question. You said
What would I say to my mother? What would I say to my mom about that?
you said you was telling me, you told us a story about it.
Okay, so
And
yeah.
then you was like, you wanted to confirm it.
It's funny. We were just talking about you and you just called.
Well, that's what it is a long time, praise God.
Oh gosh. I appreciate them. I appreciate the embarrassment.
That is not my bad, but you better watch it.
All right. Well, I'll call you back.
All right. That's crazy. She called. Her ears must be burning. Let me ask you this. So, when the Donkey Kong 64 came out versus Donkey Kong
Hold on, I'm sorry. Did y'all not hear the song?
Yeah, slapping it.
Hey, yo! His take on me and face down, ass up. That's the way I like to fuck. Yo, who mixed this? I want to follow them. Who the fuck? Who mixed this? Yo, that was dope as fuck. But what would you say? My bad, 18.
Nah, I was saying the Donkey Kong 64. These are Carlos.
Carlo or Carlos?
Carlo? Donkey Kong Country for Super Nintendo.
Man.
Right? Versus when that came out. You was mad, right?
Hey, here's the thing. I never played Donkey Kong 64.
Okay.
I don't know. I felt like it was a disrespect to Donkey Kong Country.
Because it didn't look nothing.
Yeah, I just couldn't do it. And you know what it was too? Super Mario 64 is what threw me off. Cause I don't know why. I just was like, if this is open world, I don't want to play open world as a monkey.
Right.
It's not like open.
But hey,
you have limitations as far as you can go and stuff. You don't really just
So,
go off into the shot.
well, fun fact, Super Mario 64 revolutionized sandbox gaming, hence why we got Grand Theft Auto 3 and all of that. I'm just saying.
Easter eggs too. And where to go find stuff.
I read books. Oh yeah, this right here.
All right, so Corey, this your era. You had the Wii eras.
I had all
Right.
that. So GameCube, Wii, I had it all.
The most fire Sonic game ever made, Sonic Adventure 2, Battle.
So then let's get your perspective. Which one
See, I want
would
to show
you
you
get?
got my suckers on the top. Let me step to the stage real quick. So when it came to video gaming, I started off in it. I got one. I know. I'm like, what you doubling me up for? We finna be loud as all get out. So when it came to the gaming systems, I was big into Nintendo first. Then I graduated to Sega. Then I went PlayStation. I didn't have Nintendo 64 originally,
Get your money
but I traded a bunch of yo-yos to be able to get a Nintendo 64 and all the games. Fun fact.
Get a close up as you tell.
So I had a friend that he had the Nintendo 64 with pretty much every game that was popular. I went ahead and he was like, oh, I want to get yo-yos, da-da-da, and I was showing him tricks, how to walk the dog, all that good stuff, right? We ended up swapping yo-yos, which I paid like $9, $10 for these yo-yos. Swapping for a $250 game system, and each one of the games were $50. So I traded maybe 6, 7 yo-yos, got a whole system plus like 8 games. Hey, made out. His grandma got at him after that, but I'm like, it was what it was, and like, you know, I was like, hey,
Trades are fine.
yep, I'm sorry. I had a game system that, you know, I waited years to get it. I didn't get it when it was first out. But after a while, I finally got it. But fast forward, I went from PlayStation to PlayStation 2, and then I finally ended up getting GameCube. And this was my first official Nintendo since Nintendo original. And my games were Super Smash Bros. Melee. That game right there is so fire. It's one of the most entertaining games to play because you have 4 people that can play with you. And you fight and you fall off the platform, but when you fall off, you have ways to like boost yourself back up, jump back into the fight, boom, boom, do all these tricks. So it was always super fun because if you weren't fast with the buttons, you're gonna get your behind kicked. You just weren't gonna win. But you had like Links in there, you had Mario, you had a bunch of Pokemon characters, you had Metroid, you had who else? A bunch of different people, and then you can unlock some people too as well. Yeah. That game right there, oh, Star Fox is in there. That game is super dope, entertaining. And then I gotta go to, yes, Captain Falcon. You gotta go to the best game on the system.
Double Dash.
Mario Kart Double Dash. No one could touch me on that game. Reason being, I was able to utilize the 2 items cold-bloodedly. So if I was behind you and I had a red shell, green shell, whatever it was, I made sure I had another item on tap. So I throw one first. If I miss you with the first one, I swap to the other one real quick, hit you with the second one. So if you let me get in the front, you're screwed because I'm gonna have bananas all day. Bananas just popping out back and forth, boom, boom, knocking your stuff down.
Bananas
not catching
all day.
me. So then from the GameCube, I ended up getting a PS3, but I also got a Wii because now I'm a grown man buying my own games. So I ended up getting a Wii. And the Wii was super fun because even the game that it came with, which had the right there, Wii Sports Resort. So that one had tennis, you had golfing, you had bowling, you had boxing, and that was a workout because you had the 2 sticks, and that was like, I want to say almost the first real, like, I won't say first, but one of the earlier like virtual reality almost without a headset. Yeah. So you just had the sticks and you in there punching, going up, doing all that stuff. Man, that stuff was crazy. My sister and I be on there fencing, going up, bowling. Everybody was trying to learn how to flick the wrist to do the spin good. And then that's when Mario Kart Wii came out. And of course I was super nice at that one. Another fun story about that, my sister one day decided to tell her boyfriend at the time that she whoops my behind. So she told him when he's flying in to come visit us from out of state, oh yeah, my brother's trash, I whoop him all the time. So first thing he does, he comes down in the morning and he tells me this. I'm like, oh, I'm all of a sudden trash in a game that I dog walk her in. So I was like, okay, bet. So kept trying to call her to the stage. I'm like, come play, come on, let's play Mario Kart. No, I'm over that game. I'm like, okay, bet. Fast forward, he comes down because he thought he was active. I walked him in all 20 races. He didn't win one, not one race. So then later that night, he's like, oh yeah, we gotta get your sister to play because she talking all that trash like she gonna whoop you. I always let her use Dry Bones. And if you know the game, Dry Bones is one of the faster, speedier characters. Yep. So guess what I did? Because she would win a couple races, and now I just wanted to annihilate her. So I went ahead and I went and looked. I was like, okay, what's a bigger kart guy that'll have like the size but still have speed? So I switched over to Donkey Kong. Once I switched to Donkey Kong, put him in the right car, she didn't win a race. Knocked her off the roads every time, tore her up. That was for you, for doing that, Kiera.
Tell us how you get all that stuff in the streets with your gang numbers.
All right, so
the streets of the arcade.
The
Arcade streets.
hey, bro, don't disrespect me, bro. So when the street lights came on, I had to be in the crib, bro.
So that when all the stuff popped off, he was inside.
I was in the house.
Playing the game system that he only had the game to, not the game. I mean the system.
Wow.
He had the game.
Gangster to be gang.
Nah, I don't even play
here,
games.
when you do good next month, I'll buy you a controller. Then the month after that, I get you the second controller.
But you know what's crazy though? One thing about my mom, she always supported like my interests, right? So I remember when I first got hip to imports.
Okay.
My first imported console was the Sega Saturn, but it was the gray one. It came in, ordered it, but it was broken. And we couldn't find anywhere to fix it, right? So then I discovered that you can do an Action Replay Plus, the little cartridge you put in the back of the Sega Saturn that allows you to play the import games. And when I discovered that, the 4 meg RAM card, I'm buying imports left and right. I'm talking, my mother's credit card was looking crazy, sir.
We should have asked her about that if you got a whooping for that, because that might have been real good.
No, she'll
now,
hang up.
what I do want to know is where was a Dreamcast? Did we see a Dreamcast?
Nah, no,
Dreamcast was here.
Okay, so I got a story for that. So with the Dreamcast, one of my good friends, he had got the Dreamcast, and Marvel vs. Capcom was the first game that I played on there. 2.
That was one of the
Love that
releases.
game to death.
Yeah.
So what? I used Mega Man, Captain Commando, and BB Hood.
BB Hood,
Those 3, I made the biggest beam you could freaking catch. There was almost no way you were getting out of it. This is how good I was at that game. I would go over to the arcade and play against the Asian kids. And you know how good Asian kids are at arcade games.
They are. Fight me, what's up?
So when I would get there, I had this beam that would be like 100+ hit count combo.
Yeah.
And if you didn't use Chung-Li or somebody that could jump dumb high, you weren't getting out of it.
Oof. Sorry, I don't gotta interrupt. Go ahead.
We used to ditch school, go to my boy's house that lived right around the corner from the school. Jack in the Box first, I forgot. We'd go get curly fries and a jumbo jack, slide over to his house, bring some girls back, come kick it, play Dreamcast. So that was our whole high school years. My junior year, sophomore year, I'm sorry I wasn't in class much, I apologize. But to get to the Nintendo,
Secret of Mana
is
Akira
one
Toriyama.
of the most fire games as well.
That's another Akira.
Mr.
Oh no.
Savant here tell you all the details about that because I played the game, but I didn't know all the details of who drew it, who wrote it, who produced it.
I'm sorry, hold on. I'm so sorry, man.
What, you gotta go to the bathroom?
That Dreamcast. Yeah, the Dreamcast in there.
That boy got the damn Time Crisis light gun. Stop
Oh,
playing.
I still got that.
You got Time Crisis?
I still got
With
it.
the gun?
Yes, I still got it.
Sell it.
So, I'll tell you how the store works. So everything around the walls is the store stuff.
My bad.
And then all these middle cabinets are vendors. So
Oh,
this
okay.
is Martin's little shop.
Okay.
So I think that one's just the case. For sure.
Okay.
Yo, I sold 50 bucks. I was like, yo, now, please.
Do you have Time Crisis 2?
Which one?
Time Crisis 2.
No, I don't think we have that one. Dreamcast games are really hard to come by.
Oh no, that was
PlayStation.
one for
The
PlayStation.
gun
Yeah.
back there.
Or
Yeah.
PS2 or
The one that goes
PS2.
through- Yeah, it's PlayStation
Yeah.
2. I still got it.
I think we
That's
might.
part 1 right there. That's that one, bro.
But you know, you can't use it unless you have the sensor bars.
Yeah.
I have all that.
Well,
Yeah,
no, this
you have
one,
it.
this one you don't.
Oh no, you don't need
that
the
one's
sensor bar.
regular.
That goes into the back of the.
Going for $100 now.
That's crazy. I don't even want that extra shit in my house. We don't even want that. Like it's like you don't want that heavy piece of square shit. I don't want that in my house.
System. I haven't seen one of those. Oh, we got the original
We
Atari
have
right there.
a bunch of Dreamcast stuff,
Miss
but Soldier Boy
Pac-Man,
bought it
Frogger.
yesterday.
Outlaw.
Before he was here.
Damn.
Oh yeah.
It's out.
Soldier Boy came and got that,
Yeah,
huh?
he's putting it all out. It's all over.
Was he the first one to ever
First
to
one
buy-
to ever play Dreamcast.
Hold on. Soldier Boy, let me tell you
He
something.
probably bought him to port
Let
him
me
on
tell you
his
something.
console.
First, you steal all my big clothes. You the reason why I had to be wearing them Confederate 4XL clothes because your punk ass kept buying big ass clothes, and then all you skinny motherfuckers wanted to buy big ass clothes, and we ain't had no dope shit. Now your punk ass want to come buy all the Dreamcast? It's rap beef, nigga. It's rap beef and it's on. I may not be able to rap that good, but I'm gonna make a rap song about you. I'm gonna never put out, but I'm gonna let all my friends listen to it. You and me, Soldier Boy. You and me. You did 2 stripes. You got 2 stripes.
First rapper to ever play Power Stone 2.
Check us out. This that type of talk. This is ATO Worldwide. I'm at DK Good. See you guys later.